Testing, testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Awesome. We're up and running. Um, where did we leave off? I think we had managed to get that blend space working, so let me just recap for myself because I haven't looked at this before starting this. So there's a plugin. Here's our content. There should be I mean maybe it's that one. Can't quite remember now. No, it's not that one. Oh yeah, we stopped using this, didn't we? So it's actually going to be in here, and here it is. So that's what we got working with so far. That looks pretty good. And that was made with two animations. So this needs to be renamed. Oh wait, what reach is this? This is going to be reaching out left. So reach left blend space. And then we'll copy that and do reach right blend space. And in this one, we'll just use the reach right instead, like this. Ah, I think that's still kept the other one, so let me just delete that. Cool, so that's going to reach out to the right. Excellent. And this axis, which we configured to be from -1 to 1 in the vertical, and from 0 to -1 needs to actually be changed to, let me just put that off again, it needs to be changed to the other one, so this is the other side, right? So this now, so the minimum value is going to be 0, and this is going to be 1. Okay, try that, yeah. Okie dokie. So now I suppose what we want is, well, we can currently select which one we're going to go to, and we can connect. But at this point, I need to be able to say which way I'm going to go. So if I go right and up, then it should trigger that as a you know, as the animation, and then when I confirm that, it should pull back up to me. So and also actually just attaching to this thing might need some sort of thing like that. But let's start off with the reaching because I think that's a bit easier. Now, I'm not sure how I want to approach this because here lies the problem. If I do a big old if statement of like, if I do an if statement like, actually that's not very visible, is it? There we go. Let's say this is on the x coordinate. So no, sorry, the y coordinate. So let's say this is the coordinate system. This is y. This is, I believe that actually comes out maybe x, and this is z. If y is greater than 0 or greater than equal to 0, then return um, then basically find let's do a function up here. This function is going to pass in that, right? So if y is greater than 0, then we want our character to use that animation, but it's actually not that. It's can you go and find any climbing hold that is within reach and within this quadrant, and then we want to reach to that instead using our blend space like this. So actually we need one we need one downwards as well, don't we? Or maybe yeah, so then it can blend between the two. But actually it would probably need one going left, one going up, and one going down. So let's just go and do that so I can visualize it better. So if oh god, if I can remember. So I want a new action. Well actually maybe I can no, okay, new action. And we'll call this one uh, reach left or center reach left. And let's go to pose mode. And let's see, can I just put like this and then squish that down? No, that's not what I want. Oh, how did I do this again? Well, that's one way of doing it. Let's see though. If I do that, it comes into here. But maybe I could just no. Do I just disable those? Nope. And I have to remind myself as well. So these are on one. No, no. So if I go here and edit that, that is actually on one. Maybe these should be on 0. Click on that now. Let's just remove that. Oh, it's not doing this thing again, is it? Let's try change tab or something. Is it gone now? Because there's nothing in there at the moment. It's what's really annoying. Oh, maybe I have to just delete this. I don't know. Okay, let's try it now. So we got that one. This one's... I don't really understand why that's happening. Doesn't make any sense. Let me just try this again. I want to see what's just happened. So if I do that, nothing happens until I go to pose mode, right? So now I just want to move those to 0. Like that. And I mean that should be it, right? So now if I tab out of that, and if I go to that one, and move those to 0, that was already on 0. Can't be right. Like that. So if I now go to this, and that, okay, it's better. Like that. And we're going to start from 0. Go to 1. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, fine. Let's just ignore this. But I think that was starting to work. So let's just try this again. So I want a new action, and I want this to actually I need this to kind of have a copy of the resting climb, right? Pose mode, and we'll paste this, paste pose. Well, that's not working. I think we need to maybe do all that and then paste the pose, right? Maybe I didn't, let me just come out of that again, try this again. That, copy, that, paste. There we go, okay. Good. Right, so now we've got, well, it seems to have forgotten it again. So clearly I need to confirm this, right? If I do that again, I guess I need to set that, and now it should stay there. Cool. But then these are gone. I don't understand this. That one works. That one doesn't. It must be because this is pushed. Oh man, let's try this one more time. I'm missing something very obvious here. So this is all saved, right? There you go. If I go to that one, if I go to that one. So why is that one gone over there now? Can I just move it? So top right, that's wrong. There you go, there you go. Okay. And now top left's that's correct, yeah. And that one's yeah, okay, cool. So let's try this one more time. So if I go save this as Blender 4, F5, sorry. I want a new action, and I want this one to use the position from this. So go back to this. Here we go. Pose please, paste that in there, and lock that. And this one is going to be called center left reach. That looks good there. And then I need to kind of pop it into its own thing, right? But if I do that, it squishes into there. So push down action, push action down onto the top of the NLA track. So can I create a new NLA track, I wonder? Add action strip. Can I do that? Add track above selected. Ah, there you go. Yes! Got it. Okay. Let's name this to center left reach. Let's just see if this is still all looking good now. So I've tabbed into this and it's not doing what I'd expect it to do. So that's fine. That's fine, but this is gone. Which is so strange to me. And it kind of feels like, oh, okay. So, so this was superseding that animation, so it wasn't showing it. I see, because all of these are happening at the same time. I wonder then if I do something like, or something like this. I wonder if that's, I wonder if that's gonna help at all. Maybe I'll just save it. Okay. Anyway, so center left reach is going to need to be something like. Why is he orange? It's very annoying. Um, Something like this. Wait, let me just see how to get rid of that. Orange outline on Blender model. That's better. Okay. Apparently I was in edit mode, so I went to object mode and then pose mode. That seems to have solved it. So if I now go Z, and then I'll move this one down with Y. Maybe I can rotate this around Y as well. Probably doesn't need to. Z this. No, that's going to be exactly it, isn't it? Or maybe that leg comes out actually. So more like this. And then this will need to rotate around the X. Nope. Well, actually, yes, Z. But he can't do that, so let's go like that again. And I guess this comes out a bit. Uh, yep, and then around the X. Oops. Like that. Let's see. Something like that. Whoa. So that looks good. And I think this this probably goes over there as well, doesn't it? I'm a bit unsure what I'm doing now, to be honest. Why? Well, I'm not sure. Let's just see what happens. So let's confirm that by um, let's see what's happening here. By locking that location. Oh no, have I just lost it all? Oh no. Okay, got to undo a bit. Like that. Let's do that. Okay. So this is a bit of a problem, isn't it now? I don't need that. Let's try one more thing here. So if I maybe if I can just select the whole lot. Uh, Here we go. Delete. Then do that and move that to 0 or 1, I guess. Good. Okay. And then we'll tab out of that. Oh, did I? I don't think I've saved it. Let's undo that. It'll be that, like that. Save that. Tab out. Tab in. Tab in. Tab in. Cool. So this has been prepared. Center left. Let's just see if that works. So export center on real. Okay. And we should have yet another animation. There it is. Okay. So if I pull that into here and then set this to 0, now. Oh, okay. So it's clearly I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think this makes the point though. So right, because now he can reach out at a certain let's see, it's going to be his foot's. This is so confusing. Let's go around this guy. And let's make this bigger. Okay, so how are we going there? So we're reaching up to the left, so our hand's gonna. That's right. And then if he's like reaching up a little bit, so now we can position right where he's gonna actually reach. Way. Okay, cool. Let's save that. So yeah, so let's see if I can say so a million times. This now can give us like a location for the climbing hold, and then we can normalize that. So let's say the location for the climbing hold is called climbing hold location, or just C, right? And we'll call that vector or whatever. Yeah, the C is a vector, so this thing here, yeah. And it's basically we're going to say, can you normalize this so that it's within within a band of 0 to 1, right? So therefore it's going to be 0 to 1, where 1 is the full length of C. So where what's this? I don't know. Where let's do that. No, that's a bit confusing. What do they use this for? Mathematical symbol for where? Let's see. What do people use? Okay, well we use a colon. Why not? So let's put this up a bit as well. Cool. So we normalize C vector. Therefore, C is between 0 and 1, where 0 is the location of the character. Oops, I need to do that. Where 0 is the character location, and 1 is the climbing hold. Yeah, the climbing hold vector, right? Location. So C and then C like that, right? So that's what this function's doing, and it's also got this if statement because we need to know where y is greater than or equal to 0. So y being in y being in this direction, then it's going to do top right, right? And if it's going, well, let's just make this correct. So I think we can take away this now. We kind of understand that and how that's all working. How to delete that? Okay. So top right, um, top left, y is less than or equal to 0. But then we've also got this other bit of logic as well to do. So um, so it's only top right if y is that and z um, and oh god, how do you do that symbol? Oh, I haven't done this for ages. I haven't actually written something. How do you do an ampersand? Jeez Louise. Wow. I can't believe I've forgotten how to do that. Let's try that again. Oh my god, I'm having a complete brain fart. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. And um, z is greater than or equal to 0. And top left is where it's less than, but where, oh god, z is greater than or equal to 0. Then we've got bottom right, where y is greater than or equal to 0, and oh god, why is that so difficult to draw? And z is less than, and not equal because this is already covered by the equal, less than 0, and bottom left is y is less than or equal to 0. Sorry, yeah, we need to apply the same thing here, don't we? Let's get rid of that. And z is less than 0. So let's just make sure that's right. We'll draw a little coordinate thing. So y and z, if y is greater than 0, it is, and z is greater than 0, it is, then it's over here, top right. If y is less than or equal to 0, and z is greater than or equal to 0, then that's top left. If y is greater than 0 and z is less than 0, that's bottom right. And then y is less than 0 and z is less than 0, that's bottom left. Okay, that's looking good. Now, the problem with this is that I have to have this stupid if statement. So is there a way to just know what because if we could just do if it's right or if it's left, right? Left? If it's right or if it's left, then that would mean that we need this bottom part as well. So I don't know quite how that's going to look, but essentially what I mean is if we add another animation here, I wonder if this allows us to kind of get him to not interpolate incorrectly between the middle one and this bottom one. So the only way to find out, I guess, is to give it a try. Let's try another one. So I think we'll start with the top left reach, So let's go into that. Oh dear, what's going on here now? Where's the... Can I delete that? Is that anything? Can I move those there? Top left reach, let's just save that. Oh, something a bit weird's happening, isn't it? Let's just try these. See if we can set these and not muck it up. Oh wow, what happened to this? It's funny as well because I think all those problems were that I had them all at the same point. So I guess I don't understand this very much. But anyway, let's go for a new action. So this will be called bottom left reach, and we'll take a grab of the things we're going to do. We can just click on this one like that, and then copy that pose, come back out of that, go back onto this, right, and then paste it. I see. So perfect. And well, in fairness, probably not. Maybe we should go for the resting pose. Let's go resting climb. Yeah, let's do that again. Yeah, and then paste that in instead. Let's save that. Now here's a thing though. I suppose with the left, what we need to make sure of is that we've come across the same amount. Um, well, I mean maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just give this a try then. So we've got this here, and let's go and create our uh, track above selected. We'll call this one bottom left reach, and we'll stamp that into there. And we'll bring that guy. Oh, bring that guy over there. And for some, oh yeah, here we go. Cool. So now we just need to, let's see, rotate this guy around like that. No. Yes, but let's start with the arm actually first. Like so. Like so. Or is that round the Y? Uh, round the X, is that right? Yes. Oh, wrong way, poor guy. Oh, I've lost it now. Oh dear, that looks very uncomfortable. Around the X. Which way are we going? Is it that one? Nope. The other way. There we go. Right. Okay, and this one would be like, I don't know, Y. Maybe get this down a bit. Something like that. And I guess this leg, we've come out to that position, right? Like this. But actually not too much because it still needs to be attached to the wall, right? So it needs to come back in, but that this just needs to stretch out. Let's get that around the y-axis like that. Kind of like that. How are we looking? Oh, nearly. There you go, something like that. And this, of course, needs to be the same, right? So it needs to be like that. So maybe now we can just rotate this down a bit more. And cool. I think that's it. So let's save that. I just had a thought. That center left reach, that's wrong, isn't it? That is wrong. Because it really just needs to be where the resting arm was. So let's see if we can just copy that. So is reaching left. So we need all this stuff. Copy that. Go back into that. Paste that. I think it's going to be like that. Center left reach. And that leg should have come out, right? So maybe I can just like copy this and paste it here but flipped. And then that's looking good so far. And then I just need to go back to my resting climb and just copy that leg in like so. Yeah, alright, cool. That's it. That's it. We're actually making progress, guys. Yes. Ah, celebratory tea. Well, not so much tea as herbal, but anyway, point made. This is looking good. So let's now try and export this. Have we committed this yet? So we haven't. So we go bottom left reach. No, we did commit it. We did. That's good. And so there it is. There it is. Okay. Send it to Unreal. Sorry for the coughs and eye twitches and stuff. I have terrible. I guess it's kind of Tourette, so but very minor, but annoying nonetheless. It kind of makes my jaw hurt, and I've made my ear ache and stuff. I when I watch myself again in the video, it's always like, oh my god, is that really me? But unfortunately, it is. So sorry about that. I can to some degree control it, but when I stop thinking about it, then it starts to drift again. So it's a bit annoying, to be honest. Uh, Nonetheless, I did ask for some help at the doctors, and they're basically like, no, it's just a thing. Don't worry about it. So, okay, great, that's helpful. So, bottom left reach, let's get that bad boy in there. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see how this goes. So he's going to go top left. He's reaching out to the left, and then he's going down. Now this, I think this actually works. You know, I think this is actually working. Let's just see how these positions are. It doesn't really matter, but it does if you're doing it properly. But that hand's a bit wonky, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. I think we've made it. We've done it. So now at any point he's able to see. Is that? I mean, I don't know. Let's he's reaching out and he's a little bit less. That's wrong. That's why. That's actually wrong. So it should just be those. Though, interesting enough, it really depends on how you want to animate it. But let me get this one sorted out. So it's going to be top left. I need to edit that. No, I need to go and get my resting climb again. Let's copy this section of pose. Copy that. Come out of that. Top left reach. Whoa, what happened? Here we go. And then just paste that in there like that. Oh yeah, forgot I need to actually commit it, don't I? There we go. And then we'll go back to the rest and climb and we'll get that leg as well. I think this is right. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, so I'm happy to be wrong on this. Just a bit of a learning curve this. I'm not an animator in any way, shape or form. I just do enough to get on by, so forgive me. Right, let's try and get that exported. Ah, whoops. Need to tab out first. Don't send off until you've tabbed out. And I think we have success. So now, yeah, that's looking pretty good, isn't it? Wow, alright. Yoo, that's cool. So what I also want to do is it should be the hand that grabs the thing, right? So I think we need to like inverse kinematic. Inverse kinematic is anything that happens here, all the motion, all the kinetics occur back up the arm, right? So it's just inverse motion. If I do that, then I can connect the hand position directly to the thing, and then everything kind of follows, right? So the hand is the main positioning for this. Uh, so there might be a snag at the end of this, but what I think I'd like to do is just get that normalizing function written. And now, and I think we've just proved that you can just do left and right. So we've basically eliminated the need to do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do the whole thing. That and that. So now that's our quote unquote equation. And is that sufficient? Is that going to be? Yeah, an if statement for two things is no problem, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I guess if we go back to our code, um, well, we want to be able to select a blend space first. So our component should supply the ability to put that in. Let's see, where did we put the component? That's the one. So if we go back into here, well, what type is a blend space? Let's see. It's probably U blend space or something. Not quite what we want. Um, Animation blueprints. Well, maybe maybe I don't maybe I don't need that yet. Actually, let's just see how this progresses. So this is going to be when we attach to a climbing hold, and also when we're moving, right? So move to climbing hold actor, or scan for nearby climbing hold actors. It's going to be in there, isn't it? No. We need to know when the character is going left or right. That's what we need first. And this is part of the controller at the moment. Vertical move. I know what I want to do. It's just how to make this not shit basically. So at the moment this is kind of nice because you as a user of this plugin, me as the user of the plugin, gets to choose when to toggle the attachment to a climbing hole. So this, what button should you do this code? And I can kind of document this. I suppose I need the same thing for what button is left and which is right. So I guess that can also go on this stuff as a function. Oh. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah. See. Sorry. Okay. So let's do that. Let's have a function. And this will be look for, maybe there's a reach and a move, right? Reach for left climbing. Reach left for climbing hold. This does not perform the action of moving to the climbing hold. It's simply to allow the player to suggest which direction they want to move. Reach left for climbing hold act. So we're gonna need the same for right as well. So let's do that. Maybe we should put there is no need to consider up and down, vertical reaching as the blend space, as the intended blend space that this works against is only made up of a left and right blend space. Something like that. At least I know when I'm looking back, I'll remember it. Okay, so let's go and implement this. Oh, is that public? Yeah. There we go. Here it is. Cool. Okay. So, oh, we're making good time. I think we've made some good progress. And basically, it says, well, this needs to have an axis come in, axis value, which I should have put in the original thing. And let's see, reach left was left was if y is less than or equal to 0 and z is greater than or equal to 0. Ah, so it's just actually this now. Sweet. Awesome. So if x-axis is less than or equal to 0, then we're moving left. Ah, well, here we go. This is my bad. So actually, we just need one function here. My apologies. And this is going to be called the reach out to hold to climbing hold. And then this can go here like that. And so now we make that decision within this function, right? Else we are going oh that's interesting because if it's 0, so this is even wrong now. This should be just that because 0 is there, right? So if y is 0, it's just going to stand still. So we can need an else if actually. Or maybe just return if axis value equals 0, just return. And where it's void. That's okay though, I think. And now we can do our else statement, right? We're moving left, we're moving right. Actually, just else. Duh. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that should do it. So now I think we need let's see. We want to omit that event, I guess, because we want people to know when to activate the blend space. And also they might want like audio or all that stuff. So the question is, do I do that as a native event or do I broadcast it as a delegate? Now the benefit of being a native event is that they can just override it directly, whereas the other one you have to do that kind of pull off but then again, you can't get into native events from the level blueprint. So I think we want to do a delegate, and we'll just have to say you have to attach in this pretty gnarly way. Although a native event could broadcast um, the delegate as well. Oh, I think I'll start with a delegate, and then we'll see how we go. So I can't quite remember how to do them. I actually have done them many a time before, so I'm just gonna go and look at my own code right now. I just can't be bothered to go figure out everything again. So let's go and do that. Bear with me. And and after once I found the kind of keyword, and I'll share that with you as well. You can find it in the Unreal Engine documentation. Let's see. So I think I want the public folder, and it's going to be controllers probably. Let's see what we've got in here. At least I think it's called a delegate. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is. Multicast, okay. 1, 2, or 3 parameters. We just want no parameters, I think. No, we want one parameter. So that's what we'll do. Okay, here we go. So this can go up the top of this header file, right? Declare dynamic multicast delegate one parameter, and I think it's probably is documented in here. Here it is, right? So this is great actually. Multicast delegates multicast delegates have most of the same features as single cast delegates. They only have weak references to objects, can be used with structs, can be copied around easily, etc. Just like regular delegates, uh, multicast delegates can be loaded and saved and triggered remotely. However, multicast delegate functions cannot use return values. They are best used to easily pass a collection of delegates around. Events are a specialized type of multicast delegate with restricted access to the broadcast is bound and clear. Multicast delegates are declared in the same manner as you declare standard delegates, except they use the macro variation specific to the multicast delegate. Let's see what let's see what this says about events actually, because that was an interesting write-up. I was a little bit shocked to see that actually. Hmm. Can call member functions on C++ objects in a generic type-safe way. A delegate can be bound dynamically to a member function of an arbitrary object, calling the function on the object at future time, even if the caller does not know the object's type. Delegates are safe to copy. You can also pass them by value, but this is not recommended because this process will allocate memory on the heap. Whenever possible, pass delegates by reference. There are 3 types of delegates supported by the engine. To declare a delegate, use one of the macros below. Select the macro based on the signature of the function that you intend to bind to the delegate. Each macro features parameters for the new delegate type name, as well as the function's return type, if not void, and its parameters. Currently, delegate signatures support any combination of the following: functions returning a value, declare as a constant, up to 4 payload variables, up to 8 function parameters. That's good. Okay. Okay. So we've got this one in here. I think we have to give it a name, right? So let's call this reach out to climbing hole delegate. So let's use that. And they I think they had this like naming convention here of F. I wonder if that's still a thing actually. Yeah, they call them with F. So let's do that. Not sure if it actually needs to. I'm not sure. I just copy what they do. So there we go. And we'll call this delegate. And our delegate will take I suppose it should issue out left or right. We can do that with the axis value, right? We could do it with enumeration, but is that really required? Um, I'm just trying, actually thinking now, is there even a point to this? Like, because any user of this plugin can figure out left and right based on what their keys pressing down are. Um, but then it makes me think maybe we should have those blend slots, and thus that's important, right? Ah, these are not obvious to me. Let's do it for now. So it's going to be a float, and it's going to be axis value. Yeah, I'm thinking in my head, do I need an enumeration? But I don't know. I don't know. I think that needs to be a U property. These delegates. Let me have a look. I'm only know this because I'm looking on the side of a project I've already done this with, right? So um, I've done this. You don't have to. You basically it's a U property, yeah, and you make it blueprint assignable. That means you can emit the you can broadcast the event or the delegate, and then you can hook into it in blueprint. Something like that. And this won't activate until you've built. This is not something that's been put inside the compiled version of the code that you're running until you've built it. And then it gets added to that generated header file or CPP file. I don't know how it does it. And then it becomes available, right? Good. So now I guess what we want to do is make a call to that. But let's take a step back and just get this compiled first. Yeah, actually, funny enough, I was looking at that. Come back. Here we go. It says, um, no, this is not what I want. Device output log. Oh, that's annoying. I've lost the build log. I was kind of looking at that, guys. Oh, I've forgotten how to get to that now. I really need to look at it to double check something. Um, tools, sure. Where else would it be? Debug. Um, no, window. None of these. Device output log. I don't know. Let's see. No. Oh well, whatever. So what I was trying to check is if that was now active, right? This thing. Sorry, this thing. But it doesn't seem to be. So that's worrying me. Let me try and build that again and see if I can. Oh, here it is. Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. So it did compile those new things. Building patch from the free files. Yep. It linked it. DLL drop was successful. So with all that said and done, why is that still not available? Hmm, not so helpful. Let's see if we can use it anyway. think it's broadcast. I think that's the correct value, and you just pass it in, kind of thing like that. Let me just see. Let me just check. Um, let's see. Delegates. Hmm. Not what I was expecting. Okay, let's go back. Sorry about this. Tofu. Let's see. Tools. Characters. CPP. Okay, well, let's just go to the documentation. I think it says that anyway. It says so we're not binding to a delegate in our C++ code, so that's fine. We want to just broadcast execute. Let me just double check this. So binding delegates, executing delegates. Suppose you have a class with a method that you would like to be able to call from anywhere. To call the write to log function, we will need to create a delegate type for that function signature. To do this, you'll first declare the delegate using one of the macros. Oh no, this is not right. It's this, I guess. Execute delegate without checking its bindings. It's this one, multicast, broadcast. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it then. Multicast delegates allow you to attach multiple function delegates, then execute them all at once by calling the multicast delegates broadcast function. Multicast execution. It's interesting because if you bind it, we only want to bind to this one. Ha! I think I just figured out what was wrong with my code in my other game. I think we want to do that, and I think this is now pointless, right? Let's just comment this out for a second. Let's see what happens here. Execute is not a member. So this is the problem, but how do you have... Oh, I don't understand. Where they have the single one you can execute specifically, but this one you have to broadcast across all bound. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It makes sense. Let's just build that. Okay, cool. Right. So if we go into our character now, into the blueprint, which I don't think we've been in much, what we can do is get a hold of that that delegate. Google's going to talk. So let's go and do that. It's called the reach out to climbing hold delegate. So it's definitely there. I think we need to attach from the component system, right? So let's see. Climbing system. There it is. And then we'll just delete this stuff. And then we want to bind event. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Maybe it's not liking those. Interesting. Not quite sure where that is. I wonder what this does if I choose this. Ah, reference. Yeah. Distal climbing system actor component reference. Object reference. Is not compatible. Climbing system actor component 0. Object reference is not compatible with component object reference. Huh? I don't understand that. It says, isn't, what? That's wild. Why is that not? Um, that's a little confusing. Pretty sure they're the same type. Actor comp 0 though. Let me just check this for a second. Have I not bound this at all? So this actor component, I don't want to bind, I don't think I want to bind the component. Let me just check that. So uh, attached to, or is it setup attachment? I can't remember these days. Setup attachment. Yeah, I don't think it has that. Because you do it from the actual character. Like if I go here, I think then this becomes a method you can call. At some point anyway. Like that, right? Attached to component. It's interesting that the setup attachment's gone. Okay, I didn't know that. Let's try this again. We're going to go to this. That's definitely not there. That's definitely not there. Okay, fine. A little confused at why that's throwing such a problem. Oh, it's completely lost. Character movement's fine, but this is not. So I guess, so if I go into the code, right, of a character, in here somewhere, well, in the C++ file actually, but let's see if we can find that. Character.cpp, I guess it would just be that. That's interesting. I thought we had downloaded the binaries for this. Maybe we haven't. Let me just check that for Epic. I think it is Epic Games Launcher. Just go off the screen just in case there's a password or something. Oh, I hadn't done that. Fair enough. So just so you know, um, that's fine. If you click on this and then you go to um, sorry, 1 second. Okay. You basically go to options in that launch inside Unreal Engine. You go to your version, you go to options, and then you scroll down. You go tick editor symbols for debugging, but they are 50 gigs. Um, so I won't be able to look at that, which is a bit annoying. So I think rather than doing that, let's just go into GitHub. Epic's Unreal Engine. There we go. We can search for that. Here it is. So in here, I bet they've got the movement component. Look, create default subobject, character movement. And that's that. I guess this has not been done. So let me go to my character here. We might need to put that inside the plugins instructions, right? Which is a bit of a shame. No, we are doing it. So we already kind of thought that was going to be okay. Okay. So how are they differing that then? Updated component. I wonder if that's the missing link. Let me search for this. Scroll through here. Nope. That's interesting as well because there's a get movement component function, which might help to get that. Well, it would be in the setup. It would be in the constructor. So I don't know why I'm looking down there. So I think the only difference is updated component. So let's go and look at that then. This is going to be inside character movement component. What was it again? Updated component. See if there's something a bit special in there. Mm, I'm not sure what that file is, to be honest. How many are there to go through? Oh, there's only 5. Okay, we can look through that. Nope. Game framework. Character motion component. Character movement component. That's the header. Let's open that one, and we'll just finish our search off here, see if there's anything else. That sounds good, doesn't it? Async. Let's try that. Let's try this. Character movement component. So this is a class and it's the target within a struct. That's not it. We don't care about that. Same thing here. Aha, here we go. So where is this coming from? Oof, confused. Where's the updated thing? Updated. No, what did we say it was again? It was uh updated component, I think. Do we still have it here? Oh bugger. Where did we lose that? Updated component. Set updated component here. And so let's see if, because this file doesn't really help me here, or maybe this isn't. Let's just do it here. Pawn movement component, set updated component equals. So if new updated component, then set updated component. Let's. Ah, here we go. Oh, it's the header file. Damn it. Here we go. Okay. What does it do? It's if updated, update does not equal new updated. So if there is something, do some physics stuff. There's no attachment in here. No. So I wonder why that's different, eh? That is confusing. Because all that character was doing was that. I mean, I can try. Let's just attach. Yeah, let's do that. So attach to oh god, how does this used to work? I swear that was it. Attach to. Let's get an example. So C++ attach to example, and then it's gonna be Unreal Engine. Attach to, yeah. Function separate please attach to component. Let's try 5. Please attach to component. Okay, let's do that. Thanks for the link. Attach to component. That was harsh. But thanks for the link. So this is not. This is on the. This is part of the scene component. Oh, but we've got an actor component. Yeah. That's a problem. We've got an actor component. So let's look for this again. See if it's on actor as well. It's not, is it? Ah, this is confusing. I have a horrible fear that that would be called twice for some reason. It shouldn't be. Let me just double check their code again, see what they're doing in that character. Wrong one. Don't think they were doing this, but they just create it. They didn't care about it. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Well, I just I don't know what's going on there. Let's try and compile this again. Maybe there's something a bit weird in here. Shame, because like we were making some good progress and now we're stuck again with some funky thing. Cannot find corresponding variable. What is that error? Cannot find corresponding variable. I've never had this before. Make sure component has been assigned to one. Oh, hang on. No, it has been assigned to one. Literally, it's there. Is it? What? I mean, this should literally be it, right? Variables. There it is. But then this doesn't fit in there. Bind events to reach out. I'm confused. I have this funny feeling I need to restart Unreal Engine, to be honest. I'm not liking the thought that this is not working. We'll rebuild and see how it goes. Let's try this again. I'll call it day in a second. It's a shame because we're doing so well and now. Oh well. Are you binding that? Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. So if you are doing a delegate, I think it looks like you just have to close the engine down. I don't know. I don't know. So this is going to be a begin play. We'll go into that and we'll bind this to our delegate, and hopefully, yeah, event 0 fine. And so what this enables people to do is react to it, right? So now they can say, call, call this particular thing in the blend space. But I think I went ahead a bit because actually I'd prefer this to have the two blend spaces as selectors. So let's see what a blend space type needs to be. U blend space. Let's see if that's a thing. Looking good. Let's try that. And this will be on the component itself. So I've gone to distal climbing system actor, and I'm going to do this here. Well, we'll just copy this like so, and this will be a pointer, right? Blend space for left reach to climbing hold. Don't know what made that go off. And then we'll do the other one. For left, for right. That's it, yeah. And compile that. Oh, didn't like that. See what it says. Bad function definition. Line 74. Oh, of course. Silly us. Silly me. It's going to be that, and we'll want it to be just visible. No, we need it to be editable, actually. Yeah. So we want that one there. Awesome. Okay. Let's go and build that. Looking good. Now in here, we should be able to just select the blend space. So reach left blend space. Cool. That's fine. And oh, this is now flailed again. Not sure I understand what's going on here. And that's not available again. Well, clearly we've got a big problem there. But I don't think I need this yet. So let's address this problem later. Well, let's just put a to do. Get rid of this. To reconsider this. Because I think it's good for entry points for plugin users, but actually it's probably not required at the moment. I'm not sure. Anyway, now what we want is, oops, to go over here and now we need this, right? And I suppose we need to do that normalization now. So but here's the thing. This is just for reaching out and not moving. So if we're going left, we need to go and scan for all actors to the left of us, right? So it's going to be something like that, but with a bit more knowledge in it. Because scan for all nearby ones, and then we want to do a where something is less than something. I think we should do a different function for that. So that's what we'll do tomorrow because I need to go to bed. Thanks for watching if you're watching, and stay awesome. Bye for now.